Time once again for another video update of Zach's Surprise Trader Service. Editor of the service, Todd Bunton, here with us again to kind of lift up the hood, take a look underneath and see what's been going on.
Sure.
It's been a while since you and I have talked about this service. Third quarter earnings season effectively over now as we sit here and talk. So how did earnings season treat the service?
You know, it was a very good earnings season from a beat perspective, and that's what we're looking for in this service is picking stocks ahead of their earnings surprises. We had 19 picks throughout the quarter. 18 of those delivered positive earnings surprises, so
wow.
95%. And the one that didn't beat was in line, so we had 0 misses out of 19. I'd say that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Of course, in full disclosure, not every positive earnings surprise leads to higher stock prices, as we know. Some of them did end up selling off, and we didn't capture profits in all of those, but we've had a lot of big double-digit winners this earnings season. So all in all, it's been very good, and it just increases my confidence that this system works. So we'll continue to apply it as the earnings seasons continue to come.
Okay, so I noticed that you've changed the percentage allocation a few times in the service since you and I have sat here and talked. What is the allocation going to be going forward?
Yeah, it's kind of fine-tuning, what's the right allocation to have for certain picks. Really, the first quarter we had the service, we probably had too much to any one stock. This last quarter we probably had too little. So right now we're sitting with more cash than I'd like in the service. So I do want to increase that allocation. I think we started this last quarter with about 8.3% allocation each pick, then we increased it to 10. Well, I think going forward I'm going to bump it up to 12.5 and maybe even 14.3, which would mean 7 full picks is fully invested. But I think right now I'm going to try 12.5% to each one. So say we have 8 full picks, that's going to be 100% invested in the market then. That way, when we get these nice beats and the stock price increases, it impacts the portfolio more positively. So that's kind of the thought process there. And then in terms of like taking profits, which I tend to do, I did that last week with a few of our names. I think I'm still gonna do that, but it's not gonna be as much. So for instance, last week we had 10% allocation in a stock. Well, I cut that in half. I sold 5%, kept 5%. I think going forward, if we're looking at the 12.5% allocation, I might just shave that back to 10%. So going to increase a little bit to each of our picks here.
All right, and this is December the 8th that you and I are sitting here talking about this. So when you say last week, people have a little bit of a calendar reference in mind. Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll look forward to talking with you more in the new year about Surprise Trader. In the meantime, don't forget to pay attention to those updates that Todd writes that come directly to your inbox. With Todd, editor of Surprise Trader, I'm Terry Ruffalo.